Hello YouTube! What's going on everyone? My name is Karan.soni and I'm the founder of Aesthetic Diets. I'm a sports nutritionist, professional golfer, and living with multiple sclerosis. Hope everyone is having a beautiful day, an incredible week, and feeling very blessed and positive. We're going to be talking about the most beautiful time of the year for most of my clients who will be fasting during the time of Ramadan. Now, I have a lot of my clients that will actually be fasting for Ramadan, and we want to develop certain diet plans for weight loss for Ramadan. Because remember, the idea about fasting is we're also being kind to our body. It's helping us detox and get rid of a lot of bacteria and toxins which are inside of us. So there's a lot of benefits for fasting. But there's also a right way and a wrong way of how you want to break your fast and how you should actually have your sahur and how are you going to hydrate yourself even before the day starts. So generally I want to share with you a particular type of water that they're all told to actually have as soon as they wake up in the morning to have their sahur. This only consists of some celery, some lemon, some ginger, some mint, a little bit of Himalaya salt. If they want to put some apple cider vinegar in there, they can, or else they can just have that water and they'll at least have a liter of that water. This will at least start them in a very, very hydration mode, okay? The sahur breakfast would normally consist of some protein and some fat, okay? That would essentially either be things like some eggs, full eggs, some green leafy vegetables, or if they want some red peppers, that's okay, some mushrooms, some asparagus, some broccoli, amazing. If they wanted to also have some lean protein with that, very fine. Maybe some chicken, maybe some lamb, maybe some fish, very okay. And I would then obviously join a particular type of complex carbohydrate with that sahur to make sure that they have the energy to also go throughout the day. We're not going to be using a lot of fruits at that time. It's probably going to be some complex carbohydrate. My idea for them is let's have some oats, let's have some oatmeal, or let's, even if they really, really want to, maybe have some sweet potato or some potato in their morning sahur, just to make sure that they have enough energy to go throughout the day. So obviously they will continue the day and they will be they'll be very blessed, they'll be very positive, they'll be very calm. And then that moment of breaking their fast, that moment, it is beautiful. It's very positive. It's very calm. They do it out of kindness. They do it with love. So when do they break their fast? They obviously have 2 dates, maybe 3. They obviously then join that with a little bit of fat. And that essentially would come from maybe some almonds, maybe some walnuts. There's not going to be any other fruit which is going into that iftar apart from dates and maybe some nuts, okay? They're obviously going to wait for a little while and they would obviously start needing to hydrate themselves. Again, with the special water. A little bit of the celery, the lemon, the ginger, the mint, the salt. Good. It's also going to have certain essential electrolytes in there. So it's also going to make sure that they are going to be hydrated to then go and enjoy their meals. Generally, their first meal would consist of obviously some protein, maybe some chicken, maybe some lamb, maybe some fish. They are going to be specific though about using one protein in any given meal. They are not going to be mixing chicken, lamb, fish all together into one. They are going to be disciplined. They're either going to have chicken, they're either going to have lamb, they're either going to have fish for that one meal. They're then going to pick their carbohydrate. Now, most of them, obviously, because it's based on the culture, rice is going to be there. It's going to be available. With having rice, their portion of rice that they are told and advised to have is anywhere between 12 to 14 tablespoons of rice. That's cooked, okay? With maybe a palm size or 2 palm size portion of the protein that they selected. Along with that, they can have a couple of different types of salads. A benefit for them is actually a chickpea salad, not just the hummus, an actual salad, because the volume is going to be more, okay? So they obviously in the chickpea salad, there would be some cucumbers, there'll be some peppers, there'll maybe be some onions in there, there'll be some thyme, there'll be a little coriander, amazing. So they'll have maybe a bowl of salad. They'll obviously have their meat and the carbohydrate of the rice. And if they wanted to have a little green salad on the side as well, absolutely perfect. That's tremendous. So that's meal number one. Meal number two, since they are going to be out, since they are going to be socializing, we're then going to be altering their carbohydrate, okay? So they had rice obviously for the first meal. Their second meal is again going to consist of a little bit of protein that they want to choose and have. And again, it's only going to be a particular one. It can either be chicken, lamb, or fish. And it's going to be a carbohydrate, which is going to be a different carb. Rice, remember, digests very fast, meaning that as soon as you eat it, you are going to be hungry a couple of hours later. Because we're coming closer and closer to that end of the fast, we want to be very particular about what carbohydrate is going to our system next. So we're going to use things which are going to make us feel full. We're going to use things like potatoes. They're going to sit there. They're going to be in that system. And it's going to keep us going at least until the last thing that we eat right before bed, okay? So they'll have their vegetables, again, what they want. They'll have their protein. They'll have some sort of a potato, whether it's mashed potato, baked potato, roasted potatoes, which will always be available in most Ramadan occasions. And then once they come home, they're again going to make sure that they're drinking enough of this water to make sure that they have ample amount of hydration. And right before bed, they are going to be having probably a banana and probably a bowl full of cherries. Why cherries? They're great for antioxidants. And why a banana? Potassium, baby. We need to make sure that they have at least sufficient amount of potassium so that when they do wake up, their body does not feel as though they're cramping. They want to make sure and they also get a good amount of sleep and rest. And make sure that they wake up and they have energy to start this beautiful, magical moment of Ramadan. And essentially, if they do and follow this correctly, a lot of my clients will end up losing not only a lot of weight, but their gut will get healthier. They'll feel good. Their mental cognition and mental clarity it'll be beautiful. And they won't have these sporadic moments of wanting to binge on food. That's not why Ramadan or fasting was implemented. That's not what it started. It's taken so it's a blessing. It's a time that we can be good to others and we can also be very good to ourselves. So I hope this was helpful and I hope this gives you a little bit of an idea. And again, if you have any questions, just reach out and ask. And we can try to customize this particular type of Ramadan diet plan for you, depending on what your goal is and depending on what it is that you want for this beautiful month which is going to come. Again, reach out, be kind to each other, love each other, and be blessed. I'll talk to all of you soon. Have a beautiful day.